Hi, I'm Ray Owens. I'm the guy who writes Square Dance tech articles in American Square Dance magazine each month. I'm also the webmaster for the American Square Dance magazine website and for BuddyWeaver.com. Now, Buddy, he does all the heavy lifting of getting the magazine out each month. I'm kind of like a digital truck driver. I didn't have anything to do with preparing the magazine, but I'm the guy who gets it where it needs to go on the website for you, the customer, to enjoy. We try to keep the articles in American Square Dance magazine down to about 400 words, and that's a problem for me, mainly, well, because I'm a wordy SOB for one thing. But for another, some of the concepts I talk about are better in the realm of show, not tell. So this month, I'm trying something new. I'm creating this video to show you what I want to talk about, and it's flyers. Now, let me give you my opinion on flyers. I hate them. With a purple passion, I hate them. There's a couple of reasons why. First off, from a data management point of view, there's no single source for information when it comes to flyers. And what I mean is, if you print up 100 flyers, you have 100 information points. If you have to make a change to that flyer, you've got 100 places you've got to update. I find an online calendar to be a far superior choice to updating event and dance information. It's in one source. If there's a change, then that one source is changed. The information is always current and it's always correct. Well, that is, if your calendar person is on the ball. But to my chagrin, flyers aren't going away. So let's talk about the second reason I hate flyers. They are amateurish at best. And granted, it's because we've got amateurs doing them. Now, this doesn't take away from the efforts and labor people put into flyers. It's just that we don't have a lot of graphic designers in our midst. With that in mind, let me show you a tool that will turn you into a graphic designer. If you can click a mouse and you can type, you can turn out professional-looking flyers without having to write a single line of code, learn Photoshop or Adobe Illustrator or any other high-level software. The website I want to direct you to is called Canva. It's like Canvas, but without the S. It's at canva.com. You can use the site for an unlimited time for free. I've been using it for years without paying them anything. I mean, they do have paid options, but I churn out a ton of flyers, and I've never paid them anything. So let me walk you through the creation of a simple flyer. This is the actual Canva site. You'll have to create an account on your first visit. There's no cost to use many of the functions with Canva. They do have a paid option, and if you do a lot of flyers, perhaps that's an option for you. I do a lot of flyers, but I've never paid them a single cent. So you can accomplish a lot without having to pay for it. Once you're logged in, you'll want to create a design. In the upper right-hand corner is a purple button that says Create a Design. When you click on it, you're presented with a lot of different options. I'm going to come down and select Flyer Portrait 8.5 by 11. If for some reason your flyer isn't 8.5 by 11, then you can click the Custom Size button here. Change the last column first from pixels to inches. And then come in and put 8.5 as the width and 11 for inches, and click New Design. Either one will get you here. Canva provides to you a ton of pre-made templates. Basically, they do all the heavy lifting of design for you. You're free to use any of the templates that you want, but let's briefly talk about how Canva makes money. Some of their templates and elements they'll charge you to use. You can tell that by the little crown symbol superimposed right there on the graphic. If I attempt to pull in one of those premium templates, like this one here, it'll try and get me to upgrade. But everything that we're going to do here today is free. You can search through the templates and see if you can find something already designed that matches the theme of your dance or event. For example, just search for dance and see what comes up. It doesn't have to say what you want it to say. You're simply picking one of the templates based on how it looks. You can alter all the words once you have it on screen. Now let's say the flyer that we're going to create is for an ugly sweater dance. Let's type in ugly in the search box, and see what we come up with. Well, in this case, nothing. There's nothing under ugly. So let's try sweater. If I can type. Well, look at that. There's already several templates already creating using ugly sweater. Again, I'm going to pick one that I like just based on the looks of it. I'm holding my left mouse button down and I'm dragging the template onto the canvas. And you already have a running start on a professional looking template. The graphics are already done with attractive font settings. What you want to do now is alter this template to match the event you're creating it for. And a flyer, you always want to give out the who, when, what, and where. Give the reader as much information as they need to make a buying decision. So let's start by identifying who's putting on the show. I'm double-clicking this header, and I'm changing the information to show the club name. And then let's throw in their website address too. Great. Now let's tell them who's putting on the dance. Let's get rid of this information here and replace it with the caller and cure names. Obviously, local dancers are going to know who these dance leaders are. So when the caller cure complains that their picture isn't on there, say, get over yourself. Everybody knows who you are. So we've got the who and the what, the ugly sweater dance. How about when? Let's change what's already on the template to the actual date and time of the event. I'm going to come down here, double click on that, and change this from 7:30 p.m. until 10 p.m. Great. Finally, the where. Let's just change the template to show the address. Notice how Canva moves the block of text up automatically to keep everything centered. How about a contact person? All right, let's go back up here, click on this thing, and let's throw in some contact name and phone number. And again, I'm clicking outside of the template itself to reset the selection box. Okay, finally, let's change one last thing where it says ugly sweater party. Let's change that to dance. Uh-oh. Well, the dance made the line slip over into two lines. So let's fix that. I'm going to click on this again. I'm going to highlight this information, and I'm going to come up here to the font size. All right? And then I'm simply going to decrease the font size one click at a time until it's small enough to fit in that single line. Now let's get it out of Canva into something that you can use. First off, we're going to want to print the flyer. So let's click this share button over here. Come down to download. And then change the file type to print PDF or PDF print. Ignore all of these check mark boxes or these checkbox options there. Click the download button. You'll see the status. And then when it's done, it'll open up on your computer a place to store it. Hit the save button, and you've saved the PDF now. And let's say you want to post it to Facebook too. Well, you can't put a PDF on Facebook. You have to put a graphic file. So again, let's click on the share button. Click download. And then change this to a JPEG. Leave the size and the quality options alone. Click the download button, and eventually it will open up a spot that you can save it on your computer. And that's truly all there is to creating a flyer in Canva. Drag a template over that you like, alter it to say the things that you want it to say, and then download it as a PDF, JPEG as necessary. Well, I hope you've enjoyed the first video on the American Square Dance Magazine website. I'd like to encourage some of the other contributors to think out of the box and perhaps include a video component to their submission. I'll see you all here next month.